Ready. Hello everyone and welcome back to familylifebuilderstv where we're rebuilding homes and transforming society. My name is Tosin Obolua. In this video, I'm going to be talking about something very simple but very important, and this is more about women who are younger out there and they are doing everything, to please this other person that they're dating, because they want to, probably be the best among the rest. I think that is the word. And I said the reason why hard work is not necessary in a relationship. So a lot of people said marriage is hard work, and I agree with them. But why is relationship also a hard work? Why does it have to be hard work? And I'm not saying it's not good to work hard, and when I'm saying hard work, I'm talking about building character, developing yourself, becoming a better you. The hard work you're permitted to do in any relationship is working hard on yourself. I see women work hard to be seen, work hard to be heard, work hard to express themselves. If you're trying to look good, this person wants you to look in a certain way. If you're trying to talk in a certain way, this person expects and wants you to talk in a certain way. This person puts you in a box. This happens to women a lot. We have like minute number of women who are doing this to men, but we have a lot of women out there, struggling to be seen, to be heard, to express themselves. And the hard part of some of these things, when we sample people who have experienced infidelity after their marriage, we realize that this person, what they told their spouse or their partner before they got married, what they told them not to do is what they go out there looking for, which makes it unpalatable. I'm looking for the word to use. It makes it mean just for somebody to act that way. Someone you work hard on, getting to know them, trying to please them, and then at the end of the day, you realize that it doesn't worth it. And you know what? Even when you feel that it doesn't worth it, it's still very hard for you to leave such a relationship, because why? Something is wrong. Until you grow, until you mature, until you become a better you, that's when it becomes easier for you to be able to leave such a relationship. And I'm going to say it this way: marriage, when it comes to growth in marriage, is a 50 100 and 100% effort in making a marriage work. And when you see a man or a woman that wants the marriage to work, they must be willing to put in the effort to actually make that marriage work. When one party is putting a lot of effort and the other party is not putting in as much effort as possible, simply because they are feeling superior or more powerful than the other person in the relationship, life becomes more difficult for the two of them and growth becomes unrealistic. Now, one of the reasons why you are unable to actually take care of yourself, or the reason why you always want to please the other person in the relationship, is because you're not seeing yourself. And let me back up a bit. A lot of women today in the society, in the family, especially in the African community, you were grown, you were raised, you were nurtured not to be seen, not to be heard, especially when it comes to a patriarchal relationship. where some men in the family feels that your mother does not have a voice. It translates to the children as well, that children do everything that daddy says. So at the end of the day, you don't feel seen, you don't feel heard. So it's pretty much one of the reasons why women go into relationship with the wrong person, where they have to work hard, work so much to please this person. And one of the problem is a pointer that you're not seeing yourself. So that's the word we have. Not many people will see you. Not many people will love you, but you need to shower yourself with lots of love first. Remember, I always say this, you can only give from a cup that is full, and then, are extending and running over into your saucer. You can't give out of an empty cup. You have to invest in loving yourself, invest in taking care of yourself. And that takes me to the next point, the next pointer, why you're working hard so much. You're giving more. In that relationship, you'll be the one giving so much, and it looks like you're not getting what you're giving. You'll be the one filling the cup of the other person, whereas you're actually giving even from empty cup, so you become exhausted easily. I said self-love is not selfishness. Self-love is about loving your neighbor like you love yourself. So even if you don't love yourself, it's hard for you to be able to love your neighbor. So when it's hard for you to sacrifice for your partner, it's because you have not been able to sacrifice for yourself in a productive way. So if you see a man who is unable to sacrifice for his wife, or if you see a woman who is unable to sacrifice for a husband, then you should know that if at some point in their own life they have not been able to sacrifice so much to becoming a better person who could be in the position of service to another person. Another one is you become more forgiving when you start growing by yourself. When you start growing for yourself, when you start putting more work on yourself, then you'll be more giving. I was speaking to one of my patients sometimes ago. He's been married for 42 years, and I asked, how did you guys do it? He was like, well, what he realized was as they begin to grow, he started dropping things that are unnecessary. He started overlooking things. So when you are still working hard to please somebody, when you're still working hard to be seen, to be heard, to be loved, then you should know that growth is not taking place in either of the parts, and is a pointer that you're really working too hard in that relationship. Another thing that is very essential is you gain the energy and the ability to walk away from a relationship that is not serving you. If a relationship is serving you, you don't have to struggle and work hard for the other person to love you, for the other person to appreciate you. All you have to do is to gain your momentum, gain your energy, and walk away. When you walk away, they will understand that they are missing something. And I'm not saying you should walk away so that they can because that will amount to manipulation if you walk away simply because you want them to appreciate you. I once had the experience, but it's a very long time, and it's a very young relationship. It was that those days of wanting to be seen, wanting to be heard, wanting to be loved, and this person, I saw him as somebody who needed help. That was what actually attracted him to me. Because why? Remember, if you're the type that want to be seen, want to be heard, you always look for someone to fix so that you can get their attention. So this young man was also very nice, but there's a lot to be fixed in his life. So at some point, he told me that he was confused, and then he walked away. In this situation, I wasn't the one who walked away, but when he walked away, I realized there is so much for me to grow up on. I realized there is so much for me to become a better me. So I buckle up. I started becoming a better me. I started working on myself. Lo and behold, after 1 year, this person came back and he was asking for, forgiveness and all that, and wanted us to come back together. Well, I wouldn't know if that would be a good decision, but I just made up my mind that, I'm not going back into such a relationship. So at that point, I already gathered the ability to walk away from, such unproductive and one-sided relationship. Okay, so another thing that is very crucial for you to do when you feel like you are working too hard in a relationship is for you to start elevating your voice without reservation. It's very essential for women to give their voice. You most of the time, I sometimes ago I used to take my parents to the geriatric clinic at UCH in Ibadan, and I saw a lot. I would sit down, while either my mom or my dad, when they are sitting inside, those who bring parents are not allowed to sit down because we have a lot of old people who need to sit down. So I'll stay outside and I'll see how women are coming out of their cars and they are all, I won't say all, but I tell you, 4 out of every 5 women that come out of a car is either on a wheelchair or is being carried. They are having stroke. What is the problem? What is going on? How can this be better? Why is it so? Women tends to hold in a lot of things. You don't have to hold in a lot of things. You can choose the life you want to live. You can elevate your voice. But before you elevate your voice, it is very essential to elevate your mind. When you elevate your mind, you have the capacity to be able to elevate your voice, because out of the abundance of heart is what the mouth speak. So when your mind is empty, you have nothing to say. But when your mind is filled, you have so much to say, you have so much to give to your world. And that takes me to the last thing, and that is paying attention to people's energy, paying attention to your partner's energy. There are some people in your life, there are some people around you. Once they walk into your life or once they walk into the room, everything changed. Everything changed negatively. You just start feeling uncomfortable with them. You just start feeling and you know that you are the Spirit of God in you. You're not hating them or anything, but you sense something is just wrong with them. And these people in turn, somehow they just feel, oh, you're not the person for them or something. So if you're working so hard, let me conclude this way. Instead of working hard to please people, put those strengths together. Work hard on becoming a better you, because immediately you become a better you, then you will stop attracting people you need to fix. It's as simple as that. And you will start attracting people like you. I think I've made that video sometimes ago when I talk about when people are healed, they tend to attract those who are healed like them. But when people are in a hot mess, they tend to attract people in a hot mess like them. You don't have to live your life that way. Um, Life is beautiful and we can live our life without attracting drama, without including things that are unnecessary in our life. I think I'm just going to stop right here. I just woke up. I'm sleeping already. I just woke up and I have the inspiration to say this. I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who this is for. But if it's for you, good luck to you. Go out there and become a better you, because your voice is very necessary. Don't work too hard on a relationship that doesn't worth it. Your life is precious. You are beautiful. You have the power to be the best of the best version of yourself without anybody intimidating you or anything. You can be whatever you want to be. You can become whatever you want to become. You just have to be intentional about it. And guess what? Things will work out for you. So this is where I'm going to stop. I'll see you next time. Don't forget, if you like this video, like it. If you have something to say, just put it in the comment section below. And I will see you next time. If you want to send a message to me, you can always reach out to me at familylifebuilderstv@gmail.com. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.